All right, what's going on, everyone? Um, does God care how you dress? Right. This is something that comes up from time to time. I mean, some people will say yes. Some people will say if you think about something like that, you're a Pharisee. Um, to me, the question, or I'm sorry, the answer is definitely yes, and I will show you that scripturally. Okay. So I bring this up because. I've been at churches, more than one church, where they basically say how you dress doesn't matter. God cares about the inside of the cup, He doesn't care about the outside of the cup. Wear what thou wilt, right? Wear what you want. And so I remember specifically, I won't say that. Well, it's not a big deal to say the name of the church. It was at Hope Chapel when I was living in Maui, which I mean is overall a good church. But this came up that I guess some guys had talked to the pastors in regard to how some of the women at the church were dressing. That the women were dressing, low cut tops and skirts and all this different stuff. And they felt like it wasn't really appropriate. And the response that they got from the church was basically, you're the problem. Like, if you can't control your lust or if you can't control your eyes, then you're the problem. And so I remember sitting there thinking, well, they're both the problem. I mean, as a guy, you got to keep your lust in check. But as a girl, you shouldn't be trying to generate lust, right? Like, I mean, you could go back to the book of Genesis. Satan tempted Eve. Eve succumbed to the temptation. Who's at fault, right? Well, biblically, both. Like, biblically, Satan got punished because he was a bad tempter, and then Eve got punished because she gave in to Satan's temptation. So they both bear culpability, and it would be the same thing in a church setting. Like, if a guy's looking at a woman with lust, okay, he bears his culpability. But if she's dressing in a way to invoke lust, well, then she bears culpability as well. So again, biblically, people always want to say, God looks at the inside of the cup. He doesn't care about the outside. It's the Pharisees that care about the outside. Well, let's see what the Bible actually says. So if you go to Matthew 23, you go to verse 25, it says, "Woe unto you, scribes, Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also." Bingo. So the Pharisees, all they cared about was appearance. All they cared about was getting greetings from people in the courtyards and people holding them in high regard, wearing, the most impressive clothes. And so all they cared about was the outside of the cup. But Jesus says it exactly right. Clean the inside of your cup, that the outside of your cup may be clean also. See, here's the thing. If let's say you're a woman and you're dressing in this very sexy, provocative way, what's going on the inside of your cup? You see, if you're dressing that way, if that's the way the outside of your cup looks, then there's something wrong with the inside of your cup. Your outside of the cup is a manifestation, a visual representation of what's going on inside the cup. So if you're wanting to get all this attention and you're wanting guys to look at you in a particular way, and you're wanting to get, kind of all eyes on you in a in an unhealthy, lustful way, there's got to be some, sinful stuff going on the inside of your cup. So yeah, you don't want to just look the part, but if you are the part, then you will, look in accordance with what's going on the inside. If the inside is good, then that'll be reflected on the outside. Now, I'm happy to say that there's some middle road here. I don't know if there's one exact way that a woman has to dress. And same thing with guys. I mean, guys don't tend to have an issue with dressing, we would call provocatively. I mean, some guys do. Some guys are, always walking around in a tank top and wanting to show off. I would say more so the problem with guys is going to be just dressing maybe like a slob, wearing, Corona t-shirts or shirts with tacky phrases on them and stuff like that. Same thing, I mean, with guys. I'm sure there's a range of what's considered appropriate in God's eyes, wearing a dress shirt, wearing a polo shirt, probably even a t-shirt, as long as it's not, disrespectful or classless and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm not trying to get pharisaical on anybody, but I'm just telling you the truth. God does care how you dress, and the outside of your cup is a reflection of the inside of your cup. So clean the inside of your cup first, that the outside of the cup may be clean as well. So that's it. Thank you guys. Aloha. Have a great night. God bless. Or day, depending on what time it is your time. Aloha.